Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Utopia. This is Sinulab, and let's get started. First and foremost, been having a bit of an issue with this 1.0.2 version of the Direwolf pack. Went to create a new world in Creative just to do some testing, and found I could not create a new world at all. It just crashes to desktop. Apparently it's on the forums, and hopefully that'll be addressed soon. But the worst part is, the worst part is now that my entire map data is gone. I deleted the entire directory and re-downloaded to try and see if that would alleviate the issue. It did not, and so now I've got to do some more exploring. I don't even know where spawn is. Oh yes, of course, because I went to Micronaut's place, and you need to go through spawn to get there, so I have at least that much. But anyway, that's not really a big issue, except for maybe I'd already found a silverwood tree and I need one now, and we'll come back to that. The big news here, though, oh yes, I have done it. I've got a pure common queen, pristine, not going to die, and a bunch of common drones going. I got the line going. Even got some more backups here. Just making some forest ones, mainly just to produce honeycomb so I can get lots of honey and lots of wax. So I need that honey for my beealizer. But I'm very happy that we have the commons now. The next on the list really to get is cultivated. Now what's interesting is I have some cultivated. At least the pristine, pristine cultivated here. But all the drones I have, for whatever reason, are, I must have used them for trying to get common maybe, because they're all half-breeds. Common, you've got some forest and cultivated, so maybe I'm not really too sure, but I've got cultivated. So what I'm planning on doing here now is with these cultivated drones, at least with the diligent princess, let's get lots of drones. Maybe hopefully get some purebred drones that we can then start breeding with this purebred pristine. Then we'll have cultivated taken care of, and after that we'll work on diligent. So we're making good progress on bees, and this is all to get to the first of, the industrious and imperial. Those are the two big ones that we need to go after, so making good progress on that. In other news, Harry is doing his job. Well, he's doing half his job. Got my first zombie head, so that's very good. This is just working on its side. Got what, like 5,000 or 6,000 millibuckets? Oh, 7. Excellent. 7 millibuckets of that. But he is being a little stingy on the emeralds. Haven't seen one since he dropped that first one. Originally I had it down there, but yeah, I was thinking maybe it's just not making it through the floor down to the old vacuum hopper, but no, it doesn't seem to be working at all. Or he's just not dropping them. Because it is hooked up to go into that chest, so it should be going into that chest. Start dropping them emeralds. Let's see here. So I got the zombie head. Oh yeah, back over here with the bees. I was trying to get Steve's factory manager to keep these things stocked with frames. I got the crafting down and actually found a workaround of another issue I had. So string's pretty simple. It just pulls out, it's keeping at least one stack of string and sticks and 12 frames in here. So we have a condition to make sure that we have, if there's less than a stack, then we'll go and mix them to make sure it's a stack. We did the same thing with sticks. We take wood and make it into planks and then make that into sticks if there's less than 64 sticks. And frames, this one was interesting because I should be able to, if there's less than, I think it's looking for 12 frames right now, if there's less than that, I should be able to use a flow that if I do this, takes one input and you can do two outputs. So I used to have these two inputs. This is grabbing the string, this is grabbing the sticks. I used to have them each on one of these to grab them, and then on an opposite flow, bring it back down to the crafter and to put it out to the chest. But these flows don't seem to work. What it would do is it would grab the one string, grab the 8 sticks, and then output one string and 8 sticks to the chest. Wouldn't craft it, it'd just fall right through. But if I linked the inputs like this, works just fine. So I was having an issue with this when I was trying to automate my food production. right? I've got all the berries over there, and I wanted to just drop my empty bowls into a chest and have Steve's factory manager just fill them all up for me. But I was having much the same issue. It would grab all the berries and the empty bowl and then drop the berries and the empty bowl into the chest. It wouldn't actually craft it into a fruit melody or a medley. So I can at least get that automated over there with the fruit. That part's fixed. Getting it into the apiary is still somewhat of a problem. I've tried every side to get this this to work. It's got all the apiaries in the variable, so when I add more, it's all good. And this is supposed to output the frames to the target apiary. Loops through and does the temp variable thing, but doesn't seem to work. I then tried direct inputs and direct outputs directly to the apiary, and trying every side, couldn't get it to actually put it in there. So I'm going to have to figure out something to do with that, because having to walk over here and find, oh, these are created automatically, so if I take 3 out, this should just start making new ones. Beautiful. But I got to put them in here manually? Come on. These untreated ones, they don't last very long, so I've got to figure out some way to get these in there. Thaumcraft. Oh, man. Trying to make a balanced shard so I can make my wand of equal trade. I've got my got a wand here, got the Greatwood wand, I got a Greatwood tree over there, so I stole a couple logs to make that, but I need to make a balanced shard for, I actually need to make 4 of them for the wand of equal trade, and I haven't been able to be successful. Using an order shard, I should just be able to put 2 of all the other ones in the cauldron. Oh, I put it away because I'm not even using it anymore, and make a balanced shard, but that doesn't seem to work. It just seems to consume the last shard, and then I've just got a whole bunch of aspects in that thing, and I can't do anything. Farted around with it, talking to Jedi and to Lord Evil J, trying to figure out what was going on, and just had no luck. He never went the cauldron route. He did the Emblick, so that's what I'm working on next. I've got the bottom part here, but I need the top part, but in order to get that, I need to get silverwood planks. So I need a silverwood tree, and that's why I'm bummed about my map, because I might have discovered one, and I might have known where one is, but I don't right now because my map is somewhat empty. So I've got to find a silverwood tree in order to get the Emblick going so I can get my wand of equal trade, because let me tell you, replacing this ground by hand doesn't sound at all fun. It was as it was with the corners that I did, and this was all by hand. Well, this wouldn't really matter. Actually, a builder's wand would have helped with this. This isn't replacing anything, but that's even farther off. Let's see here, and the last thing, I did manage to double up my power production. So we're now doing 320 RF per tick. Down to 7 here. This started off at like 24 or something like that. I think I've got another one that's mostly full over here already. Got some trees grown to fill up this barrel again. Yeah, I've got 28 stacks ready to go. I don't really need to run that right now, but we're doing very well in keeping power production growing quickly to keep that battery full so I can keep this quarry going. It's still looking good. I'll keep it running. Starting to get to the lapis, and I don't have a place for lapis to go, so I'll be doing that. Always getting these pristine rocky princesses and drones from underground. That's always nice. So like that. Wow, it's already night, so I think I just talked all the way through day. How about that? So anyway, the agenda is to find a silverwood tree. I want to get my wand of equal trade. That needs to happen. Let's see if we can have that happen. Alright folks, so we've made some success with the silverwood tree. Not that I found one, but Jedi was nice enough to give me a sapling and even a vis filter that I need to make the top part of this dealy bob. So I'm going to make that. I'm going to start breaking down some aspects, at least enough to make 4 balanced shards, and I can craft myself a wand of equal trade, and that'll make me happy. That'll be one thing off the list. Excellent. Alright folks, so it's pretty well confirmed that you simply cannot automate the insertion of frames into apiaries. That's kind of sad, but alright, that's fine. That just gives us more reason to want to get to the alvearies, which you can automate the insertion of frames into. So we're just going to leave this as is. It'll just keep this fully stocked with 12 frames. That should do me fine, definitely for the 2 and however more I add. Right now I've got the cultivated going. I have created another filing cabinet over here for our queens. She's just nice and pristine, ready to go. But we've already got just a bunch of commons here. 120 in this stack, and this it doesn't even render right. It says 2, but if I pick it up, I've got those 2, and now there's, oh actually no, that is 2. Okay, never mind. There's 120 here, and there's more elsewhere. But anyway, that's the update. Alright folks, that fix for the chaining of the inputs does in fact allow this Steve's Factory Manager to craft my food. So if I've got some empty bowls here and I drop them in, it just auto crafts it for me. You can see them getting taken out of the barrels over here, getting my food auto crafted. Oop, got a little lag spike there, that's okay. So I could just have my food auto filled now, which is great because, you know, don't got to do that manually. Hey folks, what's going on? So it looks like we have hit the redstone layer in our quarry, which is very good because I'm still very low after doubling up that energy supply. So the influx of redstone will be a blessed thing. Let's see here. Bees, which one am I working on? I'm working on what? Diligent? No, not Diligent. I forget, but he's causing a bit of issues. They are not carrying the traits like I wanted them to. My pristine bee over here is kind of a half-breed now. Cultivated, that's what I'm going after. He's a half-breed, so I didn't have any other pure drones, so we're crossing our fingers here, because this is a pristine bad boy and my only cultivated one that I have available. That's alright though. We'll get that going. We're going to keep an eye on that and keep that moving forward. I've started to put up pillars at all the matching corners around the base to work on the second floor. Had to do a little rearranging here with the coal barrel, better barrel that was here. One thing that kind of disappoints me about Steve's Factory Manager is there's no way, at least that I know of, to retain any programming that you've done in a block and be able to move it. I actually didn't try it with a dolly. This could be bad. Nope, doesn't work. Maybe Thaumcraft wand, the one that picks things up and moves it, would probably work. But I'm still a long ways away from that. I'm actually going to have to plant this silverwood tree that I have because the one piece, this filter that Jedi gave me allowed me to make one of these arcane emblics, but I kind of need another one, maybe even 3, because some of the aspects, or some of the things I'm going to break down into aspects carry 1 or 2 of them, so I think they'll backlog here, or, you know, if I get 2 of one aspect out and then 2 of another one's blocking it up and I got to swap out jars and all that jazz, and that doesn't sound like any fun, so I'm going to be working on making some more of those, which means I need more silverwood tree wood, and so therefore I need to plant it. I don't want to plant it here because there's a chance, of course, that it may get an aura node and that'll start changing that area into a magical forest. So I'm going to do it probably in back here. I'm actually thinking of clearing up the oil that's back here because I'm certainly not going to use it for anything. It's over there. Get rid of this water, or at least get it a little farther away from the base. I want to be able to at least walk around my base. Yeah, get rid of this stuff because I'm never going to use it. I'll put it in a... I might save it. Someone may use it. If no one wants it, then I'll just get rid of it. But I need to move these, or at least make them more accessible. So I want to kind of move this away from the base a little bit, maybe get another travel anchor out here so I can get to my sugarcane farm. And like that. Anyway, that's the update. Hey, folks. So a little update here. I am going to make a capacitor because I am using this staff of traveling a whole lot more. You don't even have to go to a travel anchor. You can hold shift and just click and it'll move you forward a little bit, even a little farther up in the air if you're pointing upward. So it's going to need to be recharged on a regular basis. So I've already made a spot for it here, got the cabling ready to power it, just got to build it and put it there, and I'll be able to charge this all the time because I'm really liking being able to just port anywhere. I'm really using it when I'm building these pillars. You know, I get up there, I don't want to fall and take damage. In fact, I'm not even wearing my armor anymore, my Thaumcraft armor, because I was noticing that I was doing damage to it, falling, and yeah, don't want it to just break. So I zapped down from there to be a travel anchor, and I think this even seems to have a larger range than just the travel anchors by themselves. Probably sucks a little bit more power because, as you can see up there, that's the top of the second floor. I can't get that if I just stand on this. If I just stand on this, I can get to the other corner, but I can't even see that one. I can with this. That's pretty cool. I can even get all the way out. Ooh, hi. Ah, hi. He's going to get killed. Excellent. It's pretty scary out here. I have had invisible telecreepers, and that's not cool. Still only one brain, and I think we're up to, yeah, 12,000 millibuckets of mob essence. Excellent. Anyway. Hey, what's up, folks? So, I was just about to start clearing up this oil I was talking about, right? Well, it's not oil, it's actually sludge. I just scanned it with Thaumcraft, and so it's sludge, which means I can actually process that with my sludge boiler. So that's what I'm going to do to clean that up and move the water out and do all that jazz I was talking about before. But I was, one thing, wondering where all my animals went. They all disappeared. Not that that really matters. I was out here and wanted to re-explore the map, right? I got that wiped out when I did my little re-download. And I remember that there was this meteor thing out here that I couldn't open before because I didn't have it pick good enough before. And I do now. So, whoops, lag spike. I want to see what's inside there. I have been told that they are potentially pieces in there that you need to get started with applied energistics. And I do, in fact, want to do that. Oh my goodness, why are there so many? We are trying to hop up. Alright, well, fortunately they didn't teleport us anywhere. Oh, it is getting nighttime. Shoot, I really shouldn't be out here at night. But it's just over here. Totally lost my train of thought. Oh, applied energistics, yes, and I do want to get started with applied energistics. Not right now, but eventually. And I want to see what's in here now anyway. I mean, I got a pick that does it now. So many mobs out here. Like I was telling you about those invisible telecreepers that I... Okay, this may take a while. I'll come back when I'm inside. Alright, folks. Looks like I finally broke through. This is really taking a lot longer than I thought. I thought it'd only be like 1 or 2 thick. Nah, I've gone like 4 or 5 in. Even blocked myself off. I just didn't want any mobs sneaking up on me. Looking on the map, doesn't look like anything's inside this cavern, so that's good. But let's see what we find, if anything. Oh wow, it's opening up to the sky, which means someone has likely already been here. Uh-huh. Alright, well, that's a bust. Hey, what's going on, folks? So, clearing out the back, right? Trying to get rid of... I got rid of all the sludge. I've cleared up all the water. I've got no more reeds growing there right now, but I've got a few trees I want to cut down. Right now, the only axe I have is still a single wood chunk cutting down tree axe, and it's time to make a Tinker's Construct axe that just takes down the entire tree in one fell swoop. Unfortunately, my smelteries run out of lava, and so here I am collecting lava. Yep. Really got to automate this somehow. What's up, folks? Just had to share this. This has got a void upgrade on it, so it really should never go over 64 of 64, or 64 times 64, and yet it's holding 4,097 out of 4,096 items. Pretty interesting. Might explode. All right, folks, we've got all the pieces we need to put this bad boy together. Excellent. Well, Sin axe, this is, I suppose. And then we will give it a little regen. Excellent. Now I can chop down trees really quickly. I've got a glass all the way around. Starting to build up the sides, thinking about getting a little wall action going on here. But as you can see, I've cleaned up the sludge. Cleaned up the water for now, but I'm going to get rid of some of these trees. And I'm going to make a nice little open spot for the silverwood tree to grow. We may get an aura node to spawn in it, and if we do, that's going to turn into a magical forest, which could get into mana bean crossbreeding, and guess there is now. They only spawn in the 5 base aspects. But we'll maybe get to that later. And we'll get the reed farm back up, and maybe some way to get to it from here. Travel anchor likely. Bees have been giving me a bit of a problem. But let's start here. This is closer. We've definitely hit the redstone layer, and we're starting to get diamonds too. That's such a very nice thing. It also means I'm likely going to have to move the quarry soon. Battery's full. Let's flick that back on. There we go. So I'm going to need to get a barrel up there for the redstone and for, well, maybe not diamonds yet. I don't think we have that many, but some more order shards now. Very good. So yeah, bees have been finicky. You know, we were going for a cultivated, and I had that ignoble and pristine cultivated that I was just trying to get into a line, but that didn't happen. Oops, that's that. I did manage, however, to get, I think I put her over here, yes, a pure cultivated princess. No, that's not at all what I meant to talk about. Oh, right. I already have the cultivated princess. I ran out of drones. I ran out of... Yeah, I've got some, but they're mixed with something, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to taint that, and it is pristine with a half-breed. So I've started another forest common combination to try to get another purebred cultivated outside of using that queen. What I did manage to do with that mishap of losing the cultivated drones was get at least an ignoble purebred diligent, which is the next one in line. This one we're going to leave alone. We mix a cultivated and a common to get this, and once we get the cultivated up and running with this and that, we can definitely get purebred cultivated, purebred common we already have. We're getting a lot of rocky princesses. We've got 31 now, and they're all pristine, so we can change these into the queens that will keep that bee line going. But anyway, that's coming along. And I think that's going to be it for this episode, actually. It's going a bit long. It's probably about going to be at 25 minutes. Don't really like them running much longer than that. Oh, one last update on this. It's theorized now, Microsoft pointed out, that... Microsoft, why do I keep doing that? Micronaut. Holy mackerel. That because I've named the villager, he is no longer dropping emeralds. It's likely that the one emerald that he did drop was just left over from when he wasn't named, like it was already in the queue. And now that he's named, he doesn't seem to drop emeralds anymore because, nope. No more heads either, but we're up to 13 buckets. Oh well. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this episode, folks. Hope you enjoyed. I will be back with hopefully the forest area done back here with the silverwood tree and the reeds and all that. Looking nice. Get a roof up over here next time. Start working on over there. Yeah, let's really start working on getting a roof over this whole thing and the floor. Oh, that's right, the whole balanced shard thing. I got sidetracked from that, didn't I? Got to get back to that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.